will also refuse to take any call from any person who, in WinFM's considered opinion, is likely to expose the station to liability for statements made on the air.
Welcome to Island Tea with your faves. Keep it locked in with us for your daily dose of hot tea, only on Win Media 98.9.
Good morning, and welcome to another episode of Island Tea with your faves, Jade and Azim. Azim is on his way. He will be here in about 5 seconds. Let me just adjust my lighting. But I am here nonetheless. I could hear the doors opening, doors closing, so that means he is climbing the steps as we speak. How are you guys? It is Wednesday. I wish in the week. It is Wednesday, 18th September. What am I doing?
October. What?
But I finally get some sleep, so it come like it affected me.
Your body can't even adjust
I'm telling you, I'm losing track of the days, the months.
to the good feelings.
Oh my gosh.
I'm feeling you. Good morning, guys. Good morning.
October for real, man.
You're in October, Jay.
Yeah.
Things are happening.
The middle of October, that October is almost out of here. That's somewhere to be.
Easy so. But Jade, how far an inch you reach? You don't introduce yourself and so?
Yeah. I knew. And also telling me what's coming up the steps.
Yeah. Yeah. Jade, it is official. I gotta find a new route in the morning. No matter how early I leave now, I can't reach on time. And I understand. They're doing the road work on the Bay Road, so the traffic on my usual route is.
It's gonna be a mess for a while.
Thanks, though, I must say, thanks to the lady who is a traffic warden there by on Pond Road, there by the Newtown Playfield. She usually comes out. I see her normally come out when kids trying to cross and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But she recognized that the traffic is really bad, and so she's trying to manage as best as possible.
She's been lending a hand.
Yeah, definitely stepping up to the plate. So kudos to her. I don't know her name, but big up.
Hope she listens.
I might still be there, Jade. Jade, I was feeling bad I on the road by the Newtown Playfield. That is east of the Newtown Playfield, heading towards Pond Road. I was there for however long. I think I fell asleep once.
Wow.
But then I came down the road and eventually saw how long the line is on Pond Road itself. And I was like, okay, I ain't got it worse this morning. Like, traffic is crazy. So because of the traffic work, if you're heading into town, I would suggest, especially from the east, I would suggest that you give yourself an extra hour and a half to make sure that you have adequate time to get to wherever you're going.
Indeed.
Yeah, crazy. It's crazy. But Jade, how you doing? I know you slept?
Yeah.
Okay. See what's going on here now? Guys, I take up my fasting self this morning, decided to call Jade. Jade didn't answer me. 3 minutes later, Jade hit me back. I done up,
I didn't say like
Why
that.
they disturbing my phone for?
I didn't say all of that.
Why they disturbing my phone for? Why you call me so early in the morning for?
I just said I'm already up.
Jade,
Full stop.
Jade give me all kind of attitude. I done up,
The delusion this morning, my word.
I done up.
I can't make up.
Go, give me. You really sleep too long.
Clearly not.
You really sleep too long.
Hey, embarrassing myself on camera. Speaking of embarrassing yourself on camera.
Oh no. Oh no. What happened? What happened now?
So, I just would really like to know what kind of demons running through Pastor Boland Church.
Wait, there's something is happening at Halal?
Yes. Why is it always halal? Why is it always the good old church? The members embarrassing the pastor. The man got to go on a whole press one again.
What happened now?
So yes.
I really don't know. Something happened. I really have no idea what's going on.
Yeah, I didn't know it though. Until yesterday I was doing the run sheet. And I was scrolling and scanning the socials. And I came across a video of a church member admitting to bank fraud.
Watch you. This is what I'm going to suggest to the church. This is what I don't understand,
No, wait, Fred.
Go ahead.
Wait. Let me set up the video for you so you could
let me know
gather your thoughts.
Let me know what.
So, yes, the video is of a lady saying, she probably going through a little thing, money a little tight or whatever, however she was trying to put it, right? She said she went to she said she prayed about it or whatever. She went to the supermarket, she bought some groceries, because, the Lord has blessed her with some funds. So...
The Lord bless her with some fun? No, that what she said?
I feel like that's what she was saying.
Oh.
I don't remember word for word,
Okay.
so I'm paraphrasing here. Yes. So, good sis went home and was, laying down, and her significant other, I assume, or whoever the person was that asked her a question. Asked her, well, I know you say you've been going through some hard times, you know, and I realized you came across some money. She said, well, yes. She said $1,000 that was not there before previously in her account. So she spent it.
God works in mysterious ways,
He
Jade.
does. He does.
God works in mysterious ways.
And that is why when he blesses you, you know who you talk to about it?
The bank?
The Lord. Because when you don't talk to the Lord and you talk to us, no, you got to talk to the bank. This lady was literally wishing cataract and yampi on the eyes of the person, whoever discovers that the money is missing. Live. For us to see. And here. Whoever bank or whatever she says, wherever the account come from, and the person go look for it. Can I get to the amen?
Wow. Okay, this is the thing here. First thing first, I really hope that this lady is looking at ILNT and remains on the stream or keeps us on her radio until the end when I say spend more time living your content than posting it.
She clearly does be missing the part of it.
Yeah, so I just hoping that she gets to that part of the show and takes heed
and understands what those words mean.
To my words, yes. The second thing is, this is a tip for all of the churches. And when I say all, I mean all, A-L-L. I understand that part of your ministry includes testimonials and so forth.
Yeah, man.
What I can hint to you is that as we continue to adopt some of the ways in which these bigger churches in other countries and so spread the word, we have to also bear in mind how they do it and why it's done the way they do. Let me tell you something. I have produced for mega churches, right? I've produced services. What happened? Oh, got you.
Thank you.
Gotcha. I have produced services for mega churches, right?
You have.
So
Also being a part of a mega church yourself, in terms of parental.
Well, I don't know about mega church.
In mega band.
So, one thing that we always did, because there's run sheets for churches too, eh?
There are. Oh, wow.
You know why you have to do run sheets for churches?
So because these things don't happen?
Because there comes to a point in the service that people recognize this perhaps shouldn't be streamed. So this thing that the churches here does do when from the start of the service to the end of the service, they just stream out everything. That's not how it's done, guys.
But I'm happy that they're doing it. I am so happy that you guys just don't know the protocols of streaming and just doing anything.
Let me ask you a question. Y'all ever watch Joel Osteen and see the offering time?
I don't watch Joel Osteen.
No. I could answer it for you now.
Okay. Boy, we can't say how much money the church. Maybe
but part of that is, part of the reason for that is, they only accepting money from people in the church, so what you're streaming at?
Good point. Okay, understandable.
So I'm sit down home and just watch them pass around a thing and they sing another song.
Why not? The real church experience. That's the part of it.
The churches have to understand that there are certain things that the church does that is to be shared among the brethren, that is to be brought to the congregation, right? Somebody want to confess a sin? Cool, but you don't have to stream it.
I don't think she was confessing.
No. I'm not talking about her.
Oh, because
I'm not. Yeah.
That and she felt like she thought she was.
She was giving a testimony from what I haven't seen it, obviously. Send it to me. But it does seem as though she was giving a testimony and giving thanks.
She was giving something.
I'll take it something. But all I'm saying is everything isn't to be streamed.
Bye.
And problem is that what the churches need to understand is when you start engaging in certain practices, i.e. streaming, then that doesn't just mean setting up a cell phone and a Facebook account. That comes with a certain level of responsibility, not only to your viewers, but also to your congregation.
Found it.
How is this a thing? You have to be aware. Like, look, let me tell you something, Jane. One of the churches that I went to was a pretty Pentecostal type church, right? So who knows what we're going to get, right? It was very new age. The pastor would wear jeans and a t-shirt, like that kind of energy, right?
Yeah, vibes.
Big church, huge church, right? Like, band on point. Like, the worship leader was married to like a NFL superstar.
Oh.
The band leader was like, what's her name? Janet Jackson's music director. Like, big operation, Jane.
Vibes.
Multi-million-dollar sound system, crazy. But they had a plan. As much as what would happen during the time that we're streaming would be, like, there had to be, there's a part in the Bible that said that things should be done in order, right? God is a God of order. You can't just be, okay, start streaming, guys, and then stop.
Listen.
When people come to the church, and it's supposed to be a safe space, but it can't be a safe space if everybody in the world have access to it. So that's just a tip. That's just a tip from a pro. I've been going to church since before born.
And you've also been streaming for a long time?
And I've been involved in streaming for a long time.
Yeah, man.
And from somebody, like I said, who has been involved in church, been involved in the production side of the churches, the things that we look at on TV, they don't just happen. Everything is planned, pre-planned, everything understand. And the other church that I went to, Jade, we would have the things set down to the second. Me laughing, like, down to the second, the things would be planned, Jade. Because what happened is, we used to have several churches all doing different worship. So you like the traditional kind of thing. You got to that part of the church. You like the jump up and rock music and so. You come over to this part, the non-traditional service, but it would be one pastor. So we got to sync up the two worships so that the pastor come on the same time and it all feels like one thing. So everything is to be down to the second, Jade. No, me saying you have to get to that point. I'm saying there has to be some thought.
Listen. I understand everything you say, right?
Yeah, but you want to see.
I want to see.
I tried to help out all you, Jade. Looking
don't
good.
study as him want to watch you too much.
No, Jade.
Go up on the pulpit. Go confess wherever y'all confessing. Go admit. The only thing I didn't like is why you're wishing all this bad thing on the person who is supposed to do their job to figure out where this money gone.
The person doing is going to work.
You're wishing cataract on just because you decided to go on a shopping spree, ma'am?
Listen, the same lady that wish something. This a different lady?
It's a different lady.
Oh, wow.
Same church. Y'all just wishing all kind of bad things on people, boy. I don't understand what kind of church this is. I'm sorry. I'm not knocking religion. I'm not knocking churches. None of that. But as a non-Christian.
I haven't seen this. I don't know the spirit in which was. She was being funny. Like, she was like, girl, if they get a little cataract, I wouldn't mind, no? Nah, Jade. Give me a lad, man. All right, but Jade, I'm not judging you at all for your selfish needs for entertainment. I totally understand it.
Man.
So, hey.
Especially homegrown entertainment. Listen, not like this,
Yeah, not like this.
Not like this. But y'all gotta do better, man. You just had the man have a whole press one. Because somebody in his church decided to say some out the way stuff. And here you go. Yeah. You think let us forget the streaming life for everybody?
Yes,
like,
Jade. Yes, they do. That's what I'm saying. And the problem is there's nobody in charge. Most of these churches, right, aren't big operations, Jade. Like people might feel like church is like this big money machine. For most of these churches, they're struggling, Jade. They're struggling.
You want somebody that can't find one person in
Jade,
the congregation to stand by the camera?
No, it's not about standing by the camera, Jade.
To know when to, yes.
No,
Maybe
no.
I shouldn't be streaming this, because she's all explaining. the
No,
wrong word.
but Jade, I was saying, no, like who, that's somebody's job, you know.
But not only that.
To
you
know
can't
ahead of
really-
time, to know ahead of time. Hey, not only, but it ain't just the person job to just cut off the stream. Everybody in leadership supposed to know this part of the service is where we cut the online presentation.
Yes, because one thing you can't control is people, eh?
I'm telling you, Jade.
People that's just people.
People is people.
And the people them just be people in wrong.
Yeah.
Why would you, ma'am,
you're
we
right.
could see you and hear you. The people in the bank,
Give
if
the
that's where the money
testimony.
come from, could also see and hear you.
You know, the joke is, Jade, somebody probably just recognized she was down on her luck and just decided to bless her with a little change.
I know that they don't know. Even if that's the case, they don't know. Because why would you wish bad on people for doing their work?
Oh, Lord. But like I said, I hope what happened in the end is that somebody, you know, recognizing her plight, decided, hey, let's do something nice for this
And
lady.
can we start shutting up? Shut up!
Yeah.
You know how easy it is to shut up?
No, not for a lot of people right now.
They need to learn.
And yesterday you were talking about oversharing, Jade.
As we was going to never know you committed bank fraud if you didn't tell us. You would have know. The person who accidentally put the money on your account would have know. 2 people.
You know, you got somebody
now it's
probably.
all of us.
You know, you got somebody probably was there in balance last week and just was like, I remember now.
There you go. Problem solved. Mystery solved. No,
Somebody-
you
some-
don't have a negative balance on your account.
Some teller didn't balance last week and just trying to figure out, Lord. You know what happened, Jed? The prayers of God work in mysterious ways, you know. God answered the prayers of this lady by giving her access to $1,000. And then there was a teller who was praying to God, that God help me find this money.
Hey, you alone praying, man.
And God answered all the prayers.
Yeah, one thing about prayer ain't stop with you. So now you're going to just have a negative $1,000 in your account.
Yeah, but people like to talk too much.
Shut up. I can't understand the need to tell everybody these things, you know. I literally tell you yesterday, Al-Qaeda would have to torture some information out of me.
Mm-hmm.
And they ain't going to get it still. But y'all just freely
Even
telling
in,
people your business.
even in churches,
She
that-
could have just stopped by saying, the Lord blessed me with some money and I was able to grocery shop.
yeah.
Full stop. See how easy that sound?
Mm-hmm. People that jump up and say yes and
Amen.
Yeah.
Praise the Lord.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But-
No. Yeah. I had no idea this went down, Jane.
I didn't either until yesterday.
Wow.
No, you will find out. Listen, I
I
don't
listen.
the video.
I listen. But wow.
Strange behavior. Just strange behavior.
Yeah, but churches, they'll think about it for you. Think about it for you.
I-
The other thing too, churches, the notices. Certain notices, y'all ain't got to stream either. Certain notices, y'all ain't got to stream either. Okay.
Well, y'all always hating on the notices.
The notices.
I feel
Some of the
like
things that I
everyone-
hear, some of the things that I hear on these church notices, right? I'd just be like, why we got on this? This is very.
Oh Lord. For the few times I've been to church, sometimes during the notices as well, I've been like,
Some churches will get some wild things in notices, yeah.
but wait. This couldn't be like a face-to-face person because there's somebody in here that needs this notice. But I don't feel like it's me.
Jade, I have heard persons on the pulpit speak to the need for the congregation to pray for relief for someone's
Maybe we
bowel movements.
Maybe
Jade.
we should stop letting people just go to the pulpit.
Yeah, that's the thing too.
I understand that people give testimonies to inspire other people to pray and believe and all of these things. Fine.
Well, the church
Maybe we should just.
The church doesn't recognize that they're producing a product. That's what's happening. And they don't like to talk in those terms. And that is why people turn on Netflix and not your stream. But hey,
Who is us?
who is us?
I don't go to church and, well, Azim does Azim.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're producing a product, guys, and if you don't operate in a, let's say, in a spirit of excellence, then this is what you're gonna get.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I don't mind one bit.
You want to show these callers, eh?
Sure.
Afraid.
Maybe the lady called to tell us why she was talking so loosely.
I'm afraid no. Good morning, caller. You're live on Island T. Talk to us.
Okay.
All right, sorry, caller. I think we might have been the one who missed you there. Good morning, caller. You're live on Island T. What's up?
Good morning, good morning, good morning.
Morning.
How you all doing? You all at Harry Bush Tea?
Yeah, man. Early morning.
Anyway, as I want to pick up your father for being re-elected. I saw a post on Facebook, but we'll never mind that. They cannot take it from him. What is for you, for you. Bye.
All right. Thank you. Sure, he appreciates that. But yeah, Jade, it needs to be curated. The experience for the online persons need to be curated.
It is, man. I just don't know if it's curated in the way that they want it to be. But it's definitely curated for my enjoyment. Love to see it. But yeah.
Hey, you know what? Since we just on random things are going on.
Listen, go ahead. That's what we do here.
So, last night, you saw me put something in the chat and it confused you, and I apologize.
Very much so. Like, why would you just send that without context?
No, sorry. So last night I'm laying in the couch and I'm scrolling through, and I pretty much only scroll through about 10 channels because all the sports channels are back to back, and that's pretty much all others do on the TV. What sports?
You mean actual cable?
Yeah, actual cable.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so there's like the channels between like 77 and like let's say 99. That's where my TV kind of lives, right?
Okay.
Unless on Sundays, and then we start having NFL on like some of the lower channels.
Yeah, man.
So I might scroll down to like a 9, 10 and around there.
Mm-hmm.
But last night doing my usual flip between 78 to 99.
You know how the channel's gonna move.
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna change up all the time.
Bye.
I bump into the netball world Olympic qualifiers.
Oh, I think I saw that, but it wasn't
in Jamaica.
It was a news story or something.
I don't know. But I have a question. A question that was asked to someone else. I say, yo, why sink it in at the qualifier? So when I asked the person who should know, the person said, well, sink it ain't gone, but such and such from such and such gone though. I said, what? I don't even understand what is happening. But I say, you know what? Me and Ibn going to continue the conversation here. I'm going to just ask. And one of the people involved in sports could let me know why the St. Kitts netball team. You know, the reason I'm asking this is because I have been an avid netball fan. Mm-hmm. Right? Actually, fell asleep watching the game last night. Barbados. You know why I was watching it too? Because when I turned it on, Barbados was down. It was like halftime. Barbados was down to the USA by 2 points. And I was getting vexed. Because I was like, USA banging up Caribbean team, and then the third quarter start. The tides turned.
Oh, yeah, man.
The tides turned.
One thing about them tides, boy.
Yeah, them tides just turned. And the thing about it for me is, of course, you could tell our people on the USA team really from the Caribbean.
So instead of having Caribbean teams, they pull the people from the Caribbean and put them on the USA team.
But that's what USA do all the time. So
Okay.
yeah. USA they do that all the time.
Team's a team. And
It's a melting pot.
Yeah, man.
But
USA
yeah,
is character.
I just was having fun watching Barbados beat up the USA in netball.
I love it.
Yeah, I was having fun. But I would have really liked to see St. Kitts doing it too.
Maybe one year we will. Maybe next year. Who knows?
No, I want to know why we ain't on this year. That's what I want to know.
Me know.
That's what I want to know. So I'm just putting it out there. Hopefully somebody listening could call in and give me the answer. I'll put it on the live, or somebody from like sports could come and talk to us about what's going on with netball. The reason is I started saying the reasons. One, yes, of course I'm a netball fan. But two, I remember growing up, St. Kitts was always considered one of the top netballing countries. And apparently this has been going on since like the 70s. Like, we St. Kitts just used to go all over the place and just stomp up everybody.
As they should.
As they should. So the reason that I'm asking this question is that stop? Because thumping is supposed to stop, you know. What's this that thumping is supposed to stop? Oh, man. Yeah, good morning, caller. You're live on LNT. What's up? That person there probably had the answer for the netballing, and I'm afraid to talk. No, they're afraid to talk. They're afraid to talk. Good morning, caller. You're live on LNT. What's up?
Yes, good morning. I'm not going to tell you nothing about netball. I don't know nothing about netball.
Play a couple of different shoes. She's time for you.
I don't even remember ever playing.
You come defend your sister in prayer?
No, what I'm... Okay. Now, the lady with her testimony, right? Yes, it's good to testify. You have good news testify. But like you say, she could have just said that she was blessed with some money coming into her account. But the thing is, if you get so much money into your account, the first thing I would do is ask the teller, go to the bank, find out where did this money come from, who deposited it in my account, because it will tell you who deposited, where it comes from. Because then it could be a blessing, and it could have also been a test that you failed miserably because then you didn't go and inquire. And yeah, sometimes people do share some real testimony that is out there. And let me tell you, I go to a Jamaican church, so I hear people testify about eating chicken.
Some people just like to be a part of the service, you know. I realize that about testimonies too.
One of my church sisters, she actually would tell us here in Jamaica, sister get up one night in church. Praise the Lord, saints. Praise the Lord, saints. Pray for Marla, saints. Lord Stefano want to kill her. Now this lady testifying about a soap opera, thinking it is real. Okay, she's testifying about General Hospital. Thinking this thing is real, a big testimony in church. But sometimes you have some light moments in church, I won't lie. I hear some weird testimonies. But if I was that sister, she doesn't testify out loud. Go to the bank and find out if maybe that bank teller made a mistake. Because then you have to look at it. If a bank teller make a mistake, eventually they got to find that money and put it back in. I don't know how the banking think is working, if that's what happened, but I think up here, that bank teller have to put that money out of her salary back into wherever it come from, whoever account, wherever they misplace it from. So as a sister in Christ, she should go and find out, tell me who deposited this money so I can really give them thank you. Because, yes, God do bless us. Sometimes somebody will slip you $5, slip you a little money, but
slip your toe.
Go and find out. Yeah, don't just leave people hanging on with that. Leave that poor bank teller in there wondering, I kind of like give somebody else's money. Do the right thing. You have a good day.
All right, clear. Thanks.
But that bank teller today is the happiest teller in saying it because that mystery has been solved.
Bye. We went back into to the bank this morning.
But the man was there first.
Gone to the supervisor. I knew what happened. Hey, good morning, caller. You're live on LNT. Talk to us.
Good morning, folks.
Good morning.
And good morning to the listeners home and abroad. Carl Brown here. I'm going to deal with two issues you're discussing. The first one, I'm going to deal with the Christian testimony. I would say to her, and talking from experience, that one time I went to the bank to the ATM to draw some money. Money accustomed to come from different jobs to my account. I see $2,000 extra. I say, wait. No, me supposed to get 2,000. So anyway, I drop, I use it. About 2 weeks later, the bank called me, tell me they need to see me. Gone in, they sit me down by a desk, run the screen, and show me, well, the bank, they said the bank taking the blame, that they made a mistake and put Tom money in your account. And Tom came in and was questioning how this money was removed from his account and hidden, and the guy had proof to show that the money was removed from his account. He brings slip to show how much time he drank. So I tell the bank, well, you know, and they show me, yes, these money just come to your account, but that was a mistake. I had to pay back the money. So the sister dear, I would tell you, starting from experience, I believe the bank made a mistake putting somebody $1,000 in your account. If you didn't have any money coming from anybody or any payment or anything like that, the bank will be notifying you very soon that you have to come in to meet them. And I'm telling you, you're going to have to put back that money. So I hope that if somebody put it in your account, some friend, some family member, and say, let's hope so, because if not, the bank will find it out just now, and you're going to get a call. Think it's Netball Association. I myself been listening to the world,
the Olympic qualifiers.
The qualifier for the World Championship next year in South Africa. Imagine Antigua is there, Barbados, Trinidad, and other Caribbean teams are there. Why St. Kitts Nevis don't have a team in the qualifier to put our ladies and our association on the world stage?
We don't know, okay.
That won't be the thing, and I hope nobody come with the excuse, oh, the government just changed. That ain't
I don't think that has anything to do with it, okay. But we have to wrap up, so let's speed it up a little bit.
I want to know why St. Kitts is not having a team on the world stage for the qualifiers to be in South Africa next year. I'm gone.
All right, man. Appreciate it. Do
we? Okay, yeah, we do.
People want to know.
Yeah.
The people want to know. People want to know. Oh boy, this morning is
something else. And it's only.
You want to jump into tea?
Yeah, man.
Time.
You think I put all this chaos in here for style?
Oh boy.
Buy me water, but no.
Drink some water on this, yeah.
Original nothing.
Drink some water,
man. You know what?
You need to get an Espresso water filter, see?
Yeah, I know, right? I was literally thinking about it because all the water is buy, that would save me some money. But let's do a.
Yeah, you need that.
Yeah. Let's do a regional and international joint something that included guns and drugs. Yes, love it. So, regional and international joint operations led to 500 arrests across 19 countries. Authorities seized 350 weapons and 12.6 tons of narcotics.
How much tons?
12.6.
And how much weapons?
350.
Seems like a lot.
Yeah, man. Good old haul right there.
A ton is a lot, you know. You know, they tried to dispose that over by the solid waste. It probably won't make that much money, though.
Kind of cheap out there. So.
Yeah, cheap out there to dispose of, yeah.
Well, the solid waste plug early in the morning. A multi-agency drug enforcement and weapons seizure operation has netted record gains against organized crime in the region. St. Kitts and Nevis was one of the 19 countries involved in a joint firearms operation between Interpol and the Caribbean community, CARICOM. That's friend?
That's my friend.
Okay, that's nice. Implementation Agency for Crime and Security Impacts. I did not know this was a thing. How many agencies do we have? Why do we have an agency for everything?
Jade, but this is the kind of agency that we need, though.
True. And it says impacts.
Yeah,
that was intentional.
Jade, of course, Jade. They got to find something that has a nice little acronym going on there. Like,
yeah. Well, officers involved in the operation seized a catch of 350 weapons, 3,300 rounds of ammunition, and recorded drug hauls across the Caribbean. The joint operation, called Operation Trigger, what is it? 7. I remember Roman numerals at all, except 5 because it's V. And X is 10.
And then the 2, so it's 7, yeah.
True. Was carried out between September 24th and the 30th, where law enforcement coordinated controls at airports, seaports, land borders, and inland hotspots. And every hall was in it. When was we? That was in September?
I don't think this was part of it. Because they said from the word is they got a tip from something or the other. So this might be a little different.
They get a tip with the boat that they come here?
I would suspect so. I don't know.
Okay, well.
Yeah, because remember St. Vincent had was kind of involved in that as well. It seemed as though somebody in St. Vincent or some agency or something let them know, yo, you might want to chat about it.
So it was scheduled to come here?
I don't know.
Because that would be the only reason they would call us.
I
Unless
don't
they're
know.
calling all the countries along the coast where they might stop.
I don't know.
Well, Operation Trigger 7 acted on intelligence against organized crime groups and individuals involved in firearms trafficking. In a statement, Interpol reported making a total of 510 arrests during the week-long operation, including the subject of an Interpol red notice wanted for murder. This is all like some blacklist type stuff.
Interpol involved in this, man?
Yeah, man. And CARICOM, which at least they're involved in something. Throughout the operation, I know, the authorities seized 10.1 tons of cocaine and 2.5 tons of cannabis, highlighting the convergence of trafficking routes and the use of firearms to control the illegal drug trade.
Like, no.
That's their news.
If it's illegal, we're going to need guns.
Yeah, that's usually how it works.
Make it legal, we won't.
I mean, that's a thought, but you know. You know what, they figure out how to make money off of it, so they can't really.
They hardly make money off of anything.
Well,
except passports.
True. The Intergovernmental Organization provided emerging trends for trafficking in the region. In St. Kitts and Nevis, officers seized firearms assembled using 80% pistol frames or ghost guns. Unserialized and untraceable firearms, often assembled at home using specialized kits, allowing individuals to bypass gun laws and checks. I saw that on an episode of a crime doc I was watching when a woman murdered her husband. And she was the woman who wrote the book about how to murder her husband.
How to murder her husband, yeah.
Yeah, she was using a ghost gun.
Yeah. Ghost guns are fun.
Apparently.
Once you don't use them to kill and so.
Well, she didn't get a memo, so. In Dominica, Customs x-rayed a suspicious package sent information to the operational hub for checks on the sender and intended recipients. The authorities placed the package under surveillance, and when the recipient came to collect the shipment, police discovered 20 pistols, wow, and multiple rounds of ammunition hidden in a cereal box. What kind of cereal box is this? This gotta be one of them big Kellogg's box.
Yeah.
With the multi-pack, the 3-pack?
The one, like the ones that they just get like at the cash and carry and stuff.
Yeah, because 20 pistols in a cornflakes box?
They probably did disassemble though.
Yeah, but still.
They said parts for. They didn't say whole 20 pistols. Right? They didn't say parts for.
No, they said not this one, you know. That one was St. Kitts. The parts was St. Kitts. This one was 20 pistols, full stop.
Wow.
Yeah, that
Yeah,
had to be
box.
big box. Jamaica authorities and the U.S. made a record-setting drug bust in Jamaica, where 500.2 kilograms of cocaine worth approximately 25 million USD was about to be loaded onto a private jet bound for Canada.
So they didn't let go?
That was the thing enough I had. I think they wanted to catch the people in the Caribbean.
It's a joint operation between Jamaica and the USA. They coke go in Canada.
Just wait.
But just let them know. They go in, ain't for us. Ain't got nobody here. Let go.
That's the logic.
Just let go, Jade.
Let it be free.
All you gotta do is say, hey, you got a plane coming in, you might want to trace that there, track that there.
True.
Just let you know what's going on there.
True. But suppose they did do a pit stop between Canada and Jamaica.
No, they could trace the planes, Jade.
Oh, that's true. They got radar and all that good stuff. 3 tons of cocaine and 1.8 tons of cannabis were found in a vessel by the Coast Guard in Curacao. Authorities made 17 arrests in connection with the shipments believed to have originated in Venezuela. Interpol said several countries reported reverse trafficking routes and increased trend with seizures of cannabis coming from Canada and the United States into the Caribbean region. So.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Yeah, like, well, you have really good weed from coming.
Yeah.
Bush weed, people don't get smoking in the yard. Want people actually get something proper.
Grades.
I understand the coke.
Loud.
Yeah, but when you stopping the loud.
Me know they're stopping the load. The coke going and we want to come in and the vex. You see what I tell you, Jade?
You right, you know.
That's me understand what's going on. The coke going, the marijuana come in and the vex. Me understand.
If it was reversed, now we would have seen an issue. That's a problem. But the opposite, you know.
Reverse trafficking.
Yeah, main in charge, so.
Reverse trafficking sound like gifts to me.
I'm saying it doesn't. Listen, on paper, there could be worse things happening.
Oh, boy.
The operational hub was hosted by CARICOM Impacts in Barbados, officers from Interpol, the Joint Regional Communications Center, the U.S. Bureau of Alcohol, Tobacco, Firearms, and Explosives, and the U.S. Homeland Security Investigations worked side by side to provide real-time assistance to officers in the field. Participating countries included Antigua and Barbuda, the Bahamas, Barbados, Belize, Bonaire, Curacao, Dominica, the Dominican Republic, Guadeloupe, Martinique, Grenada, Guyana, Haiti. How come that come out of Haiti? Ireland, you know? That makes sense. Jamaica, Trinidad and Tobago, St. Lucia, St. Kitts and Nevis, Turks and Caicos, St. Vincent and the Grenadines, and Suriname. Good job on the coke bus, but I feel like we're about the marijuana thing. I feel like the caller that called in last week. You was listening when he was upset?
Yeah. Because I saw you one time.
Yeah, man, I understand.
So I said, I could all a pound on me and all. I said, bro.
So first of all, we're going to smell you.
Bro.
So don't even.
No, but bro, you're doing the same thing they're doing in the churches, bro. Come on. Like,
so tell us.
Keep that to yourself.
We don't need to know that.
But for me, I mean, I'm kind of happy to see that there's some sort of actual integration that proves like fruitful. Like, I keep saying all the time, some of the reasons why like the gun trafficking and stuff that's happened is because of bureaucracy. Bureaucracy does slop everything. And when you slop the responses to crime, then crime thrives. Because crime is a kind of thing. They don't have that red tape. When a man jump on a boat from wherever he going, wherever he coming from to wherever he going, and the police here recognize that there's a boat heading this direction, most likely heading to this particular island, and they call that particular island, it's 2 o'clock in the morning, but the police there got to go call the Minister of National Security to mobilize who they got to mobilize, because Minister of National Security just come in from over by, let me not say that. He's sleeping.
Please don't say that.
He's sleeping.
They're going to say that we mean hours, and I don't know. Who is the Minister of National Security here?
Dr. Drew.
Okay. We mean him.
But the minister's busy sleeping, so the appropriate response can't be triggered. By the time the minister wake up in the morning and say, "Miss call," say, "I wonder what they calling me about, boy. Hey, what's up? We get a call from such and such island saying that they suspected a boat was coming in. Oh, for sure? So what y'all do? Well, really and truly, we were kind of waiting on you, eh? Well, see what I could do. This time boat done back gone, drop off whatever, gone about the business, boom, boom, bang. Too late. So these coordinated efforts necessary. They need to find a way to cut out some of the bureaucracy, while keeping the process as transparent and effective as possible. So we could have some of these types of results, but
kudos to them, and involving CARICOM in something that actually makes sense.
Well, I mean,
love it.
The thing about it is, I'm still trying to figure out what's the overall goal of these things, though. Like,
I guess it's to cut down on crime and trafficking.
Congratulations to drugs for winning the war on drugs.
Yeah, man. And Nancy Reagan, don't forget her.
Oh, bye.
Yeah.
Biggest loser. Remember that show?
Speaking of drugs, no, it wasn't drugs. It was actually crime. I mean, guns.
What happened?
So I was watching a video yesterday from Trinidad, right?
Oh, boy.
You ever see
Trinidad got some ghost guns, I can tell you. Some guns that when you see them, you give up the ghost one time.
One time.
Hey.
Before they pull the trigger. So I was watching a video last night, right? And let me set the scene. So people outside Lyman by a shop, you know, you're chilling on the block, talking with your friends, chatting this up. And a car slowly rolls down the road. First of all, I don't want any cars, meaning that slow car, small road. I gone. Make if it's my friend coming out the car. I gone. So yeah, everybody just there chilling, you know. The car comes to a stop and a man just start to bust gun.
Yeah.
Jump out the car and just start to
A
bust
lot
gun.
of that is happening, Jade. A lot of that is happening.
Apparently, 2 people were injured. And I figured because it was so close in proximity, I'm shocked it wasn't more. But that wasn't it for me. Because we are accustomed to see people get shots on camera. Thankfully, we didn't see the actual people getting shot. But what was it for me is when the 2 gunmen returned, the car walking.
The car walking? Car can't go out? Wow.
Yeah, man, it just jogged twice.
And that's it. Give up the ghost.
Yeah, and before I realized what was happening.
The car and all in shock. Oh my gosh.
Before I realized what was happening, right? I was like, wait, they're running out the car and running. If they're in a car, this ain't making no sense.
Right.
So I came back out and I read the caption. I was like, oh, when y'all going to commit crimes,
Your badness, yeah.
make
check
sure.
the oil. Check the oil.
Make sure your car ain't overheating.
Yeah, check the oil. Make sure you got coolant. Right, I tell you, God, don't me serious with
I'm telling you because no all the evidence in the car. They literally had to leave the getaway car in front of the crime scene. And just run. Guns and all. But
no, a lot of these things is happening and it's really concerning. I saw one the other day. Same kind of scenario. Some guy is lying by a shop. Car pull up. Guys come out. Bap. And rest in peace those individuals. But what was so interesting, the people at the bar was so in shock. All when the people them done gone back in the car and turn off. They're sitting still like they're just in the chair like, but that just happened. That just happened. There was one guy who got up and went to the aid.
Got the most working in the world.
I think there's a one place that has more.
Take it?
No bad.
Oh.
Cuba.
Ghana, we tax going now.
Cuba.
Oh, well, I've never been to Cuba.
It's Cuba and then Trinidad, my God, close second. And then Egypt. Egypt is Egypt up there, Jane.
Wow.
Egypt up there. I don't know what is it that contributes to that. I understand why is that way for Cuba. The embargo. So pretty much all the cars that was there before the embargo is what I use this. No, Jay, them man driving around in them like 1966 Chevy.
Wow.
Chevy rides and so yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, it's crazy. But the people was so in shock that they just in the chair. One man literally just he hand cross with the drink like this, and the people them getting shot up there, and the man just there like, they ain't come for me. It's either he had to walk out, they ain't come for me, or the man just in such shock that he can't even move. The man just there.
Does make you literally freeze up. Eh?
Yeah.
Flight is real.
Yeah, he didn't do any of them.
He freeze.
He freeze. Yeah.
The other F.
Bye. So, I mean,
that has to be traumatizing.
But the hearts of men are evil, Jade.
Yeah, because imagine you and your friends just there chatting 1 minute and next thing you know, gunshot. Your friend die. Another one of your friends gets shot in his shoulder and what?
No, evil, and you know what it is though. And let's be honest about this now. The truth is that a lot of these, yes, that's me. A lot of the criminals feel emboldened to commit these crimes because there's, at least in their minds, a high likelihood of them getting away with it. A lot of these crimes go unsolved.
Yep.
A lot of these crimes, nobody can say nothing. The police, them in the investigations go nowhere, etc., etc., etc. And so people are even more, and that is why I keep telling people, when y'all start talking about the sentencing need to ting, and this need to ting, and a lot of times I keep saying, but we need to convict people first. We need to convict people first. You understand?
Yeah.
We need to convict people. And Jade, people don't want to admit it, but there are a lot of murderers walking around, Jade.
Well, somebody got to be a murderer. Well, people dying.
If people dying and they're unsolved, that means probably the person walking next to you when the person standing next to you in the lane in the supermarket. Who knows?
No, that's a crazy thought, eh?
No, I don't think about it all the time, Jade.
You trying to hand the bag, the bag, something you take off too much when you getting the veggies. You're handing a bag
to somebody.
To a gunman that just killed about 5 people. People, listen, as in the world is so strange, right? I literally watch a news story about a man who chop up 4 people, and they spread them in the yeah, it was, where was Virginia? Somewhere in Florida. Duh. Florida man chop up 4 people, 4 friends that just went missing. They find the body pieces in a river, a lake.
The hearts of men are desperately wicked, Jade.
Yeah, man.
And we have to understand that there's evil in the world,
One man,
There's evil in the world, Jade. There's evil in the world.
Lots.
You understand?
Scary thought, especially when you have kids, because it's like, here you are trying to raise this child and protect this child from himself, but he has to go out into the world. And just one thing could cause you to be in the ocean chopped up. Because apparently they went to a scrapyard. The man who chopped them up, the owner scrapyard. I don't know if they went to, scrounge or whatever. But I don't feel like the appropriate response is to chop up all 4 of them and spread them in the ocean, man.
That might be a bit of an overreaction.
Yeah.
Might be a bit of an overreaction.
A tad bit.
Man. And I'm going to tell you, I could talk for me, I ain't going to talk for nobody else, but I could tell you, I have had to come to grips with the fact that I myself have becoming desensitized to some of these things.
Long time. As I'm doing that, is it because of the show or is it because of the world?
Just the world.
Oh, okay.
Just the world and the fact that the access to the information is like, you see what Boosie was saying about how social media mess up relationships?
Yeah.
You see that? But
no.
I
try not to watch anything that involves the Boosie because it does go left quick.
But you see, I got the opposite way. I feel Boosie does be right. He does be way out there with how he express himself. He does be out there, Jade. Because, and I'm not saying right, but he shares the view of a lot of people. So it's important to understand.
I realize that.
So it's important to understand how people think. Okay, so he said, right?
Mm-hmm.
How social media mess up relationships. He said, back in the day, all you had to worry about is a woman seeing men, you, dudes at work, and if she go to church, maybe the dudes at church. That was the pool of man who she watching.
Now is a plethora.
Now is all kind of man with all kind of doctored 6-packs, man who on steroids, and she have easy access to them, and they have easy access to her.
Yep, one message in the DM.
He said, and it's the same for us. You explore a page just full of all kind of women in bikinis. So back in the day, it was the same thing for you. You got your woman at home. The other women you're exposed to might have just been Miss Sandra down the street when you go down by the supermarket, your co-workers them, right? And you ain't going to church because he's a nasty man.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was it.
I mean, I may really feel like the two of them does wipe out each other because you say like the nasty man them don't go to church.
I don't know about that.
I do. Oh, I do.
So it's the same thing for even our sensibility, our sensitivity, to violence.
Yeah,
right? Because we just see it all the time.
Every single
you don't
day.
want it. I don't open my phone looking for violence. I don't want to see. You're just scrolling on IG. It's like police are looking for a man who shot.
Police just catch 2 serial killers, but we're gonna talk. Yeah, man, too fresh one.
Too fresh one. Oh my gosh.
But we're going to talk about it after we have a guest. Well, we have 2 lovely ladies in studio.
What?
We're going to take a very short break and we'll be right back to talk about an initiative. So stick and stay for more Island Tea. Don't go away.
Don't stop, won't stop, can't stop the never-ending cashback at Horsewood's. Yes, it's that time of the year. Double cashback coupon season is here. The season when Horsewood's Furniture and Appliances gives away millions in free groceries with every FlexPay purchase and a chance to win 1 year in free groceries with a never-ending double cashback. Yes, the Horsewood's never-ending double cashback is back for even more free groceries. This is double cashback coupon season, so come today and get double cashback coupons for absolutely free groceries in the never-ending double cashback promotion. Yes, happening now. Get double cashback coupons for absolutely free groceries with every higher purchase. The never-ending double cashback is back at Horsewood's Furniture and Appliances and Ashley Furniture Home Store, where you get double cashback coupons for free groceries with every FlexPay purchase. Don't stop, won't stop, can't stop the never-ending savings, never-ending discounts, never-ending quality and service, and the never-ending double cashback for this double cashback coupon season. Don't miss it. Terms and conditions apply. See store for details.
Maybe it's the way the brilliant gold liquid reflects our sunshine, or how the bright blue of its label mirrors the clear Caribbean skies overhead. Maybe it's the fresh, crisp taste of this beastly cold beer on a scorching hot day. Maybe it's even the way it brings us all together. But one thing is for sure, Carib is very much a part of who we are wherever we're from in the Caribbean. Carib, it's the way we play. Drink responsibly.
It's Financial Information Month in the Eastern Caribbean Currency Union. Financial empowerment through education. If you don't know what that is, let me tell you all about it. Learn to spend wisely. Invest to grow your money. Business stability. Step up financially. Help build the region's economy. Work to financial security. Prosperity for all of we. FIM is for you and me. FIM is for everybody. So tell your friends and your whole family. Financial empowerment through education. Build yourself and the entire region. Learn to spend wisely. Invest to grow your money. Business stability. Step up financially. Financial Information Month. Financial empowerment through education.
All right, guys, welcome back to Island Tea right here on Win Media SKN. And Jade.
What, the mic wasn't on.
Jade, no, the mic was on, but see what happened, right? You see, when people just want to come and give me big surprises,
Oh, Lord. Why are you trying to beef the guests?
me trying to beef the guests, okay?
He cannot beef me.
All right, G, what Grace said.
But we have two very special ladies in the studio with us this morning, and they're here to speak about just what they was saying before we came back on. It is Financial Literacy Month, and I'm really looking forward to this conversation. But before we get into the conversation, I'm going to ask the guests to introduce themselves for the listeners and the viewers.
My name is Grace LaPlace. I am
Disgusting.
Well, apart from that, I'm here to behave today, Mr. Bailey.
Lovely.
Here, if I'm doing work with the Eastern Caribbean Central Bank and on behalf of University of the West Indies, I have to behave myself. Misbehavior is for another forum. Okay? So our institution has been on board helping with Financial Information Month for quite a while now. So I'm here again to help to push the cause.
Lovely.
And I am Elizabeth Wayland, and I'm the Senior Corporate Relations Officer at the Eastern Caribbean Central Bank. And as Grace said, it's been a while since we worked with the UE, one of our stalwarts in terms of Financial Information Month. And so we normally observe Financial Information Month every October. We've been doing that since 2002, so it has been a while. So we're here today to give a little more information about Financial Information Month. Well, we call it the Financial Information Month Festival, because it's not just St. Kitts, it's all over the ECCU, the Eastern Caribbean Currency Union. That's the 8 member territories of the ECCB. So we have Anguilla, Antigua and Barbuda, the Commonwealth of Dominica, Grenada, Montserrat, St. Kitts and Nevis, St. Lucia, and St. Vincent and the Grenadines. So we look at it like a festival because it's all over.
All right. Well, I mean, this is something that I know from past years people look forward to, because there's so much happening that people could really take away from and really help to improve their financial situations. But I would love to hear what is happening this year in particular.
Okay, so for this year, well, as I said before, it's all over our 8 member countries, but in particular for St. Kitts and Nevis, we had various activities. We break them up in different categories. So we look at the schools, we look at the different media initiatives, and also the public at large. So in St. Kitts this year for the schools, we actually took the opportunity to visit a preschool this year. And at that session, we spoke about entrepreneurship, because we want to start them young. We want to plant that seed in their head really young, so they could think about not just growing up to get a job, but also grow up to create jobs for themselves and for other people. We have the virtual treasure hunt, that's for secondary schools, and the FIM Video Remix Challenge that Gracie will be talking about in a bit. That's for secondary schools and the community college. And we have a special FIM program for children from 5 to like about 12 on the various radio stations. And during that session, we will also be talking about entrepreneurship. As I said before, we want to start them young. We have radio programs on the various stations, including Win FM. And we have financial tips through social media that we have on the Facebook, the FIM Facebook page. So you could visit the FIM Facebook page. It's Financial Information Month ECCU. So that's facebook.com/Financial Information Month ECCU, and you could get everything that's been going on throughout the 8 member countries on this Facebook page. So that's the media. Then we have the public at large. We have the FIM Business Symposium. It's going to be held virtually, and that will be next week, Thursday, and I will be giving more information about that in a bit. We also spot our FIM shirts, as you could see us here today, our lovely green FIM shirts. Hey,
lovely.
We could hook you guys up.
Oh, for sure. I'd love that.
So we spot those, and it's not just the ECCB, but our partners. They spot these shirts like every Friday.
Okay.
And we have also have a charity initiative coming up in the Federation this year, where we will have donations, and then we'll give that out to the less fortunate. And that is mainly what we have in store for St. Kitts and Nevis this year. But for the FIM Festival 2022, as I said, you could visit the FIM FIM Festival Facebook page and see a lot more that's going on throughout the ECCU.
That does seem like quite a lot happening. I'm really happy to hear that there's a focus as well on the youth. Something we talk about here all the time, the fact that we wish there were more opportunities for young people to learn about finances, managing their finances, investment and stuff like that. So I'm really happy to hear that that is seemingly a focus for the organizers this year.
And one thing that I failed to mention as well, though, the overarching theme for Financial Information Month Festival is financial empowerment through education. So that's our goal. We want to educate our public about how they could how they could be more financially savvy. And of course, if you're more financially savvy, then you will be more empowered. And then we also have, we narrow it down with an area of focus this year. All the partners throughout the ECCA member countries came together and decided on that area of focus, and it was financial advancement through enlightenment, partnerships, and balance, and with a special emphasis on wealth creation. So when we talk about the symposium in a bit, you will hear more about that focus.
Well, based on the theme, it does seem like a natural partner would be the University of the West Indies. So I'm sure that we're going to hear more about the involvement. And yeah, how does that play?
Well, over the years, we have been, I have been helping Mr. Nigel Brown in whatever it is that he, well, especially visiting the schools and speaking to students. And also, the university has assisted in finding persons to present at the symposium over the years. So that's our involvement. But this year, what we are mainly involved in is assisting in organizing the treasure hunt, and also promoting the video remix challenge, FIM video remix challenge. So for the past, what is this now, 4 or 5 years, we have had the treasure hunt. Treasure hunt. And it's for high school children, St. Kitts and Nevis. It's a contest that is going to take place this Friday, starting at 1, and it should end by 3:30 p.m. These students will travel in groups of 5 per team around Bastille, and they're going to find clues. And the clues have to do with the partners of FIM, the business partners of FIM. So your team, if you find a clue, don't be naughty. You put the clue back. So the team cannot find the clue. That's not nice, right? So if you find the clue, you make note of it and you place it where you found it.
And of course, they all have cell phones now, so they could just take a picture of it.
Right. And you're not allowed, if you go into a business place to find a clue, you're not supposed to disrupt the daily operations of the business, or else it could be disqualified, right? So all the clues are different, and they can be found in different locations, right? So
this does sound like something that's pretty exciting.
Yeah, right. So, I mean, this is something that I know has been very exciting, because the students, when they come, and sometimes they come with a teacher, and you can see them scurrying around Bastille, they really enjoy. They really enjoy.
They enjoy that.
They really enjoy the treasure hunt.
Sweating and determined to find those clues.
Right. So I think this year it should be 10 clues, right? Yeah, 10 clues are out there for them to find, right? In terms of the video remix now, so the deadline for this is still open. The deadline for this is the 24th of October. And it's a FIM Video Remix Challenge. So according to the rules here, the students are invited to use their creativity and remix the original financial information video. So we're going to turn them into, video producers, right? So the competition is open to secondary and tertiary level students in St. Kitts and Nevis. All right? You're all too old, okay? No, you're all too old. Too old. Sorry.
I really kind of salty that I can't go to the treasure hunt.
No, you can watch. You can watch the treasure hunt and report on it. That's nice.
Yeah. That's a good idea.
Yes,
that's a good idea.
Right. So the video should not be more than 1 minute in length, and it should include the FIM logo and the song you heard playing at the beginning. You should include that song as well too.
Nice.
Only 1 entry is allowed per student, right? And even though it's only 1 entry per student, you can have all your friends in the video, right? Posing off and promoting FIM. Of course, we do not want any vulgarity, profanity in the video. No.
Our students would never.
Or else that video will not see the light of day.
No, it
okay,
won't.
right, right. And so, of course, the FIM committee has the right to take that video from you. They reserve the right to hold that video.
Of course.
Right, you have to say that. So, in terms of submitting the video, the student has to give their name, the school that they attend, the date of birth, and of course the contact number and the email address, and also the school email address.
Okay.
Right? So that is what is coming up. The FIM Video Remix Challenge, and remember the deadline is the 24th October. So students, get on board. Remix that video. We're waiting to see them.
Mm-hmm. And I must say, we've been getting registration forms already for both events.
Lovely.
So we are very excited to see, especially the video remix. You just want to see what the students have in store. Looking forward to that.
I love it. Love it.
Me too. And these kids are creative nowadays. So I would love to be the person who would have to look at all these video entries.
You could help us, you know.
It's going to be so entertaining. Trust me.
I'm telling you, like they have this thing down packed. They have this thing apparently called what it's called TikTok. Oh my god.
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
Actually, originally it was called the TikTok challenge.
Yes.
See? Yeah. Originally it was
All
called
up to
the
date, man. You know what's going on.
Oh, of course. We know what's going on. We know what's going on. But Jenny, you're welcome to look at the videos with us, you know.
Listen, invite me and I'll sit down and watch y'all.
Yep,
Watch some of them because I know they're going to be top tier entertainment.
Yeah, I know. I know.
Wow. Well, I mean, with education, of course, one of the highlights, I'm sure, of this Financial Information Month is the symposium. Could you tell us a bit more about that?
Yes. As I said before, the sub-theme or the area of focus for Financial Information Month festival this year is financial advancement through enlightenment, partnership, and balance, with that special emphasis on wealth creation. So we know what we went through because of COVID. We know, job losses and all these sort of things. So we have to try to open up the minds of our people when it comes to wealth creation, getting back on our feet. That is critical. And so for the symposium, we will be focusing on two topics. The first topic will be grow your wealth, protect your financial health, and they will be talking about investments in securities. So it's not just having a job and getting your salary or your wages from your job, but also what about investing?
Yes.
And we do not have enough persons in our region investing. I mean, if you have gone onto the FIM Facebook page and you have listened to the governor's opening remarks for Financial Information Month Festival this year, he actually gave some statistics in terms of the number of persons within our region that invest, and it's just about 1 out of 25.
Oh, boy.
And that is not a lot compared to like about 68% of the U.S. population. So we really have to educate our people on investing, especially investing in securities. So we'll have a speaker on that. The speaker will be Mr. Trevor Blake, who is the managing director of the ECSC, that's the Securities Exchange, and the Eastern Caribbean Security Exchange. And he will be looking at different areas for the topic, speaking about why a savings account is not enough, why investing matters, the risk and return, investing options available right here in the ECCU, because some of us may not even realize that we have a securities exchange within the ECCU, and of course the investment process in the ECCU. So that will be the first topic for the symposium. And the second topic for the symposium, which has been a hot one, not just regionally, but all through the world, it's how much do you know? Cryptocurrencies, the risk and benefits. People always ask, questions. What about cryptocurrencies? Should I go into it? What are the risks? Is that, something that I should look into? So we'll have a gentleman by the name of Dr. Daniel Joseph out of the UK. He will be joining virtually at the symposium. It's a virtual symposium. And he will be talking about cryptocurrencies, the risks and benefits. So he'll be covering areas such as what are cryptocurrencies and how do they work, what are the types of cryptocurrency available, and what are the risks and benefits of cryptocurrency. So we're really looking forward to persons tuning in. The symposium will be next Thursday, 27th October. It starts at 4:30 p.m. I've had persons WhatsApp me and message me asking, about the details for the symposium because they want to tune in. And that will be streamed live on the Financial Information Month Festival Facebook page. And I'll just repeat that address. It's facebook.com/Financial Information Month ECCU. Or you could also tune in, if you're not on Facebook, you could also tune in on the ECCB Connect's YouTube channel. So it will be streamed live on both of these media.
So the two places that you could watch it again, sorry?
Certainly. It's the FIM Festival Facebook page. That's the facebook.com/Financial Information Month ECCU. So that's Facebook. Mm-hmm. And the other one is on the ECCB Connect's YouTube channel.
Awesome. Mm-hmm. Well, I for one am looking forward to that.
Me too.
Yeah.
I think both of the topics are very, not just important but very timely.
Right.
Right. So
exactly.
I'm really encouraging. And the funny thing is, we had a conversation here earlier this week about investment. I might have been on Friday.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah, on Friday when we really spoke about people having to really explore investing and cryptocurrency came up too. So again, very timely.
Yeah.
That this is something that's being addressed.
Yes, and persons, as time goes by, constant questions about the whole cryptocurrency thing, and we just want to enlighten the public about it. By the way, the moderator will be Miss. You guys probably know who she is, Miss Jacinthia Teixeira. Oh my gosh, I hope I'm pronouncing her name properly. I hope I'm pronouncing her name properly. She will be the moderator, so we are excited about that as well.
Lovely.
Yes.
All right, well, there seems like there is just something for everyone, whether you're young, whether you're not so young. There seems to be something that you could benefit from through this entire month of activities. I'm looking forward to it for sure.
That is how it has been over the years. Mm-hmm. We were actually thinking of having the financial fair in the square this year, but I think we were out of time for planning with that. So that is something that we definitely have to do next year, because that's where we would have partners come in the square during the time of the treasure hunt, and they from about 10 in the morning to about 4 or 5 in the afternoon, they have the tents and they have displays for the public.
And it's a great opportunity for them because they get to showcase their services and so forth, and how they participate in Financial Information Month.
And also what we had at that as well would be like performances on stage by artists and performers, other performers. So we didn't get to do that this year, but hopefully next year. What do you want to perform?
Well, he's a good old entertainer.
I like looking at the performances.
And one star group that we had a couple of years in a row would be the Washi dancers, the dancers from Washington Archibald High School.
Yes, one time.
Yes. So that the students were looking forward to that, but not this year. Maybe next year.
We had to shelve it because of COVID for 2 years.
Right.
Yeah, for 2020. Yeah, 3 years. Mm-hmm. But we'll come back next year with it.
Mm-hmm. We're looking forward to that for sure.
Yeah, and you guys could join in, as well. Come cover it. Come perform, because I know Azim look like he wants to perform.
He does.
About all of that.
I could see it in his face.
What? You're looking at the wrong face. But I'm sure, just like a lot of other people, we're looking forward to the return of that for sure. But there is just so much that is happening, and I'm definitely looking forward to all of these activities. Before you guys go, I would love if you could just again quickly just kind of run back through some of the main points and when these things are going to be happening.
Okay, certainly. Our visit to our preschool that happened already. That was earlier this week. That was on Tuesday, and I must say, If you visit the FIM Festival Facebook page, you will see some of the pictures and videos of the little tiny children. It was so interesting and really impressive to see how well behaved they were, and they were really into the activities and learning this, and listening to the stories about entrepreneurship and so forth.
Well,
but
before
that
you
was
even
last.
continue,
That was
before
last
you even
Tuesday.
move on, I think sometimes we limit the children and feel like they don't understand money, and they don't have to learn about money. All they need to know is how to add up 2 quarts to make 50 cents.
Exactly.
But
exactly.
I'm happy to hear that there's a recognition that financial information should be given out to everyone.
Yeah. Start them small. I say start them small.
Hey, for that.
And that's why for the FIM special this year for our radio program, just to note that the ECCB has a radio program called ECCB Children's Connection. And for October, it will be a special on Financial Information Month. And the focus will also be entrepreneurship for the young ones.
Oh,
so from
guys, you're all running a business. Love it.
So from 5 to
creative, eh?
Yeah, I'm telling you.
The age group is from 5 to 12. We've had 2 already. The next one is coming up this Saturday on one of the radio stations here in the Federation. And of course, Gracie told you all about the treasure hunt for our high school and tertiary, our college students, and the video remix. We've been having radio programs throughout the month. We've been publishing financial tips on our Facebook page, the FIM Festival Facebook page. And of course, we have the symposium coming up next Thursday, and we're looking out for persons to log on Facebook or on the ECCB Connects YouTube channel to check out that session. I know it will be beneficial. You'll have a lot of your questions. And also, it's not just to listen. You can also ask questions via Facebook if you're listening, or YouTube when you are listening. And those questions will be pulled and posed to the presenters to answer. So please feel free to participate fully during that session when you log on.
Awesome.
Also the charity initiative.
Yes, and the charity initiative that's coming up.
Right.
And that will be the last Saturday in October, so that's the 29th.
Well, I mean, there's a lot, guys. I'm hoping that you guys go to the Facebook page and keep up to date with what's happening. Make sure that you include yourself and share the information as well to other persons. This is the kind of information that we need as many people as possible to have. Indeed. And to not only have, but to then put into practice. So I'm hoping by the end of this month, we see a rise in the stats that the governor put out.
Exactly.
And some new entrepreneurs coming to the fore. All right, but
exactly.
It's been a pleasure having you guys. Any last words just before you go?
Yes, Azim Bailey and whatever he does, his company can be a FIM partner next year.
Certainly, yes. Looking forward to it.
I'm looking forward to it too.
Yes.
Grace,
yes?
and just so you know, we are friends again.
That's good to know.
But guys, it's been a pleasure. And of course, look forward to all that is happening, that is still to come. And appreciate all the good work that you guys and the team has been doing in relation to Financial Information Month. So thanks again for coming and sharing this with us.
And thank you for having us.
Yes.
It was indeed a pleasure. And
sure it was.
Just want to tell the listeners, don't forget, check out the Business Symposium next Thursday on the FIM Festival Facebook page and ECCB Connects YouTube channel.
Sure, I know for sure. I'm watching it, Jade.
I'm watching it too.
I want some XRP in my life. So you need to watch. All right. Guys, we're going to take a short break and be right back with more Island Tea right here on With Media SKN. Stick and stay, guys. Don't go anywhere.
Information Month in the Eastern Caribbean Currency Union. Financial empowerment through education. If you don't know what that is, let me tell you all about it. Learn to spend wisely. Invest to grow your money. Business stability. Step up financially. Heavily region's economy. Work to financial security. Prosperity for all of we. FIM is for you and me. FIM is for everybody. So tell your friends and your whole family. Financial empowerment through education. Build yourself and the entire region. Learn to spend Financial Information Month. Financial empowerment through education.
Cool. Energize your goals with Lucasade. Get it cool. Look under the cap. Find the code. Win it. Thousands in prizes. iPhones and TVs. Or win 30 grand US dollars for your goals. That's goals.
For a chance to win 30,000 US dollars. Purchase any Lucasade Energy promo bottle. Look under the cap and find the code to win iPhones, TVs, and free Lucasade or 30,000 US dollars to energize your goals. See website, social media, or press for details. Lucasade, taste the energy.
Magnum. Take charge, take charge, take charge, take charge, take charge. Everybody put your Magnum in the air now. From you a drink Magnum, let me see. Take charge of things now your place now. From the river to the beach to the street. Hot Magnum when me have in a me hand there. He are a sipper, she tell me sweet. Look for me watch for your quick time check. Yeah. Right now a Magnum a for your beat. Enjoy yourself every day of the week with a Magnum. My life I forget sweeter. Must be 18 years and older to drink. Drink responsibly.
Hey guys, welcome back to Island Tea right here on Win Media SKN. Win, yeah, that's right.
Yeah, man.
Okay. I was thinking about 6 things at the same time just now.
That happens. That was me this morning when I didn't know what month we was in.
Yeah, it happens. Jade. Sometimes the brain goes faster than the mouth.
Yeah.
And at that point, you just got to know. Take a second, pause, wheel and come again.
Yeah, but at least we're not in the church. So, we allowed.
But I've been having fun today, Jane.
Yeah, man, there's lots more to go. There's 3 stories that hopefully we could get through. One is a man with a toy gun who was shot dead by the intended victim who has a licensed firearm.
Oh, my God. We're going to see. We've seen too much of these stories. But anyway,
yeah, let me do that one first.
Yeah.
So, if my article would open... This one comes out of Trinidad, it looks like. Trini, you've been wailing.
Trini trying to give Jamaica a competition.
No, they've been doing it for years, man. We just don't focus on them as much as we focus on Jamaica.
A little further down south. Mm-hmm. It's soca music, man. It does. It does make everything better.
Yes. Well, it says a bandit with a toy gun was shot dead by an intended victim with a licensed firearm.
Oh my gosh.
Was that like a case of instant karma?
Instant karma, man. Poetic justice.
Boy, an attempt to use a toy gun to rob a woman and her friend turned fatal for a 20-year-old man who was shot 4 times on Friday night.
That's a youngster, Jay. That's a baby.
Yeah, well.
Babies play with toys.
And adults play with real guns.
Oh, no.
I would say he can't do that. I bet he will learn from a lesson. But he ain't here to learn, so,
Oh, no.
Hopefully somebody else going to learn from his lesson.
Watch, theft and robbery is the kind of things that does really Look, man, when you just walk out, you're gonna just take something what people, people work hard for. You just take it.
Mm-hmm. Well, no, he got on a t-shirt, so you know. Such is life. The assailant, identified as Jeremiah Joseph, lived in Toruba, which is close to the South Park Mall, where he was killed. The incident occurred around 11 p.m. at one of the mall's parking areas near Starlight Pharmacy. The 53-year-old woman, a teacher, and her friend, a 69-year-old retired businessman, went for a drive in a Honda City earlier that night and had stopped by the mall to go to Starbucks, but it was closed. The retired businessman spoke with the Guardian media on the condition that their names were not revealed. He said as they sat in the car trying to decide where to go next, he saw the assailant walking on the compound acting suspiciously. He said, having been robbed several times before by armed assailants, he now always tries to be vigilant. When the assailant pointed what he believed was a gun through the driver's window at his friend's neck, he said he drew his licensed pistol from the holster, and attached to the waist of his pants, and fired 3 shots at him.
Boss. As he should.
As he should. He exited the vehicle and shot the assailant. At this point, it's murder. The threat has been subdued by now.
No, but you hit the shot. You don't know how many hit him. You don't know where they hit him. You don't know if the gun that he had.
Oh, the man was running.
Yeah, that'll tell you. So you don't know, like.
The man ran about 100 feet before collapsing on the side of the road, gasping for breath. He was taken by police to the San Fernando General Hospital, but by the time he got there, he had already died.
Oh, man.
The retired businessman recalled, "We took a drive and we were deciding what to do next. Decided what next to do and parked up there just for a few moments. It was just an opportune moment for the bandits really to see us as easy prey and make his attempt to do the robbery. I guess his evaluation was wrong. Well, yeah, man. Well wrong, though. Very, very wrong.
The way that this person expresses himself, Victor, he's a business person.
Yeah. And he ended up on the losing side of the whole thing. I don't feel sorry.
No, but the man has a licensed gun. And not only that, the man has also expressed that he has been the victim of several robberies before.
The man said, after all, man, I take me for a joke at this point. I better not, well, they know who it is. I can't tell.
Actually, the other day, I think we mentioned it here too, you know. It's like the man who went down on the thing to try to rob somebody. He ended up being an MMA fighter. One of them MMA people who just kill people with their hand and so. Like, of all people to go and attack, you're going to attack. There's thousands and thousands of people in the subway jail. You walk up on this person and try to start something, and the person could actually kill you with their hands.
Yep. So there's a chat that I saw, but it had an expletive at one end. So I'm going to change it to messing around and finding out. On one side of the chat, there was some numbers, a scale from 0 to 10, where it says, from here to here, this is messing around. On the bottom, there was from here to here, finding out. When you mess around, you end up finding out. And the more you mess around, the worse it is. So this person saw these 2 probably elderly people and walk out. You know, this is easy food, easy prep. I'm going to rob them.
And again, we're talking about some, like, he may have recognized that the person is elderly.
Now you're gone up in clouds with some doves flying by on a pamphlet. And your parents have to bury you because you decided instead of working hard to earn
20 years old in a jail.
You're going to try to prey on the vulnerable.
20 years old.
Let this be a lesson to y'all. And you got a toy gun.
You see people with their things, leave them with their things.
I don't know what other things they have.
They definitely have other things.
Yeah. Well.
You want to go traumatize people, take the thing, them, go and live your life, enjoy yourself. No, you don't always go down that way.
No, they're going to traumatize you back, man.
You don't always go that way. And whether or not you have some assurance that you could escape the scenario safely, it don't matter. Leave people with their things.
That's all.
Leave people with their things.
Simple concept, you know.
Like, I tell you, to me, it takes something for a man to walk out. He can watch somebody good house where they build and go inside there.
Yeah, man.
Just work out what I can help myself to what this person work hard for. That to me is just That is why sometimes when you hear about such and such happened to somebody who went in somebody's house, I just ask them, what they doing in there?
Who's supposed to feel sorry for them?
What they doing in there? How they reach in there?
Why would you be in somebody, whatever happened to you in somebody else's house is your fault, you know, because what are you doing in there?
What are you doing in there?
If you break and enter into somebody's house and a pit bull eat you, whose fault is that? Ain't the pit bull fault?
Yes, they get eaten.
It's not the pit bull's fault. The pit bull home chilling, wagging its tail.
Just waiting on master to come in.
And you decide to jump through the people window, land on its tail, and he eat you. Natural selection. That's natural selection.
What are you doing in there?
Exactly. Let's talk about some more gun violence.
Oh, boy. Guns seem to be the theme today.
You fight me. You made a sudden movement and I thought something was running across the board.
No, just making sure. I'm just making sure the safety on our mind.
Yeah, you're good. Well, two fathers shoot each other's daughters during a Florida road rage incident. Let me repeat. Two fathers shoot each other's daughters during a Florida road rage incident. Yeah.
I'm trying to wrap my mind around what you're saying.
I'm going to help you. Let me give you some context. It says, according to deputies with the Nassau County Sheriff's Office, William Hale and Frank Allison are facing attempted murder charges for an incident that happened on October 8th near Jacksonville. According to an arrest report, Hale and Allison were riding in separate vehicles with their families when they had a driving dispute. Witnesses said that the two men were brake checking each other and appeared to be in a cat and mouse game while driving erratically on U.S. Highway 1. Hale was driving a black Dodge Ram and told deputies he was involved in a road rage incident with a Nissan Murano driven by Allison. The report states that Hale and his family were driving back to Georgia from Jacksonville when Allison reportedly attempted to run him off the road. Someone in Allison's vehicle began flapping off, Hale said, and someone in Hale trucks threw a water bottle into Allison's vehicle. Hale told deputies he heard a pow and his 5-year-old daughter was shot in the leg. In response, Hale grabbed his pistol and fired everything that was in the clip toward Allison's vehicle.
Empty the clip on him. Empty the clip. Bye.
One of Hale's rounds hit Allison's 14-year-old daughter in the backseat, who suffered a collapsed lung, reporters said. Both drivers then found a law enforcement officer who parked on the side of the road and pulled over. Nassau County Sheriff Bill Leeper said in a news conference that when both men got out of their vehicles, they began fighting and a deputy had to break them up. Not began trying to get help for the two children that they just shot. They instead began fighting. Thankfully, no one was killed in the incident because it could have really turned out that way because two people were acting stupid. Stupid is an understatement. It could have been two dead kids because of two stupid grown men, said Leeper. Both men were arrested and charged.
Yes, please.
Now they should get them ministers off the road.
Yes, please. Busting gun in traffic, Jade, with your children in the vehicle.
They shot a 5 and a 14-year-old. Good job, dads. Know your children to go up to know that because of you they were shot.
Jade.
Because my dad ain't know to control my temper, I was shot.
The sins of the father shall be upon the children. That's the saying, you know.
I feel like the children should be allowed to shoot back the father.
Mm.
Not with an actual gun, maybe like
a pan and pellet gun or something?
Yeah, something.
Like a bean bag? One to the chest, pop!
Something.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, they definitely need the license firearms taken away because they could have killed so many people.
Themselves.
The whole
Parents,
entire family.
whoever else in the traffic.
The bystanders. Listen.
How these things happen?
I don't know.
Dude, I am so confused, right?
But key word in this whole debacle, Florida.
Florida, yeah.
That's all you have to remember. When you try to wrap your head around it, remember these were 2 Florida individuals.
They were even Floridian, or they were just driving to Florida?
Not sure, but...
It sounded like they were driving to Florida. It's maybe something in the water down there, man.
Florida.
Man, I don't understand. Like, this is my thing, right?
You won't understand.
I would hope that if I'm ever in a situation with my children, whatever, that I am able to remain level-headed enough to make decisions that don't ignore the fact that my children there.
That's quite important, man.
Like, I would just hope so.
At least.
You can't just fly. I mean, the truth is, though, I've seen it several times. When we talked about it the other day, where, like, imagine you're acting up, fight start, your child got witness you getting bang up.
No, your child has zero respect for you.
Now I know what I mean. I really know what I mean over Dubai. The sins of the father shall be upon the children. And you argue and you get shot, you know.
That's the thing that has upset me, you know.
That's the thing about it.
I just minding my business in the back seat on my tablet watching Paw Patrol. Next thing you know, I get shot.
You know, all the time I thought Paw Patrol, y'all was saying Papa like P-A, troll.
No, Pa as in P-A.
I only recognize that now that it's like dogs.
Yeah, it happens. It happens.
For years, I thought this Paw Patrol was like a troll thing, you know?
No.
I thought it was just like a old troll that they give wisdom or something.
When you actually have to sit and watch them, you're going to realize. But you learn all the dogs them yet?
No. Me nowhere near that, there, boy.
I unfortunately am.
Me nowhere near.
Yeah.
Wow.
You ever watch Snakes on a Plane?
Yes. With Samuel L. Jackson?
Oh, my God. Heck of a movie.
Yes.
But imagine if it happened to you in real life.
Jade, this feel like a segue into an article here.
You are correct, my friend.
Oh my God, Jade. Don't tell me.
But we have to play right now. Right now.
Where the parachute then? Where the parachute then?
I have to play with my life. Let me take my chances. By myself.
Jade,
and the parachute.
Jade, you know I live St. Kitts, so snakes ain't something we're accustomed to.
You know we have iguanas?
Don't tell me that no, Jade.
You know we have iguanas, man.
They reach you now?
I saw a video of an iguana running across the road.
They reach you now, Joe?
Yeah. And then what was more disturbing was the people saying, I want it as a pet. No, you don't. You just think that way because it looks cool. Please to leave the wildlife out in the wild.
The reason it's here in the first place is because somebody wanted it as a pet. I could almost guarantee that.
And now in the bushes, multiplying. Well, me know we can multiply with because there's only one iguana.
The only one you see.
Facts.
Only one you see.
Remember the daily buckle? Now we just got days over the peninsula.
No, a lot of them.
Yeah. Anyway.
But I was saying, I ain't accustomed to no snake. I remember one day, I just there chilling here. My roommate had a cat.
Why a whole story always include your roommate?
When I was in Florida.
See? You ain't have to say no more.
Yeah, I was living in Florida, so my
anything
roommate,
goes.
Yeah, my roommate was just like, yeah. Anyway, so my roommate had this cat. Next thing I see one of the cat just jump up and the bed, I was like, meow, and just run out. Jade, when I look down, I see this thing slithering.
Why they always doing that? Why? What is wrong with cats?
No, you're talking to a man who the only snake I ever see was in the children's Bible what my mother gave me when I was small, you know. Talking to Eve, you know. Talking to Eve, yeah. So
the one that set up the world for terribleness.
I got no idea what kind of snake this is. If this could kill me, I don't know what kind. Oh my God.
Listen, my soul would leave my body, eh? Like, leave my body.
Jade, I had no idea what to do. You know what I end up doing? You drop it on my bed. So I literally had to just wrap up the whole sheet and just back it in the trash. I just back the whole sheet in the trash. And I'd like them sheets here. I had to go Walmart buy a whole new sheet set.
As you should, as him.
Oh my gosh.
They have been tainted. That's how I feel one time. A frog jumped on my bed.
The frog had you going? Yeah, you can't sleep in that again.
Boy, I tell you, I just got Jaden, so I in my womb breastfeeding, and I just feel something went. So I slowly look back now because.
You know nobody else in the room.
So it's either I lose in my mind or something just jump on my bed. Boy, when I see this big green thing, boy, I scoop up my child like a footballer, yeah? I'm gone. Thank God for my cousin. Cause boy.
Okay, I'm not afraid of frogs, but I grew up around frogs.
Not me.
So I could always just pick them up and.
Who?
Yeah,
You must be mad. I don't care what I could do. I ain't doing it.
They could pick up a frog and give it it.
You could pick up a frog. I ain't picking up none. Anyway, back to the plane. And the
Yeah,
snake.
yeah, because this seemed insane as well.
Yeah, man. So airport authorities remove snake from United Airlines flight.
Oh, man.
We just get United Airlines here?
No.
Thank God, cause don't bring all your cretins down here, you know.
They need to come in though. But yeah, just make sure they give it all the snakes before they get here.
Yeah. So report.
The human ones too.
We don't got enough here as him.
That's what I'm
We
saying.
ain't want no more.
Exactly.
The mongoose them carry help us. We too big. Reports said that a snake was found aboard a United Airlines flight at the Newark Liberty International Airport on Monday afternoon. Sorry.
United Airlines and make them cut out the rest of the article.
My
Yeah.
mother here, that's it?
United Airlines make them cut out the rest of the article. But I don't know.
I swear we read more about this article yesterday. Hold on. Maybe it's been
So United Airways airline then make them.
Oh, find it. I know.
Mm.
The Port Authority of New York and New Jersey confirmed that a garter snake, which is also known as a garden snake, was found on United Airlines flight 2038, which landed in Newark, New Jersey from Tampa, Florida again.
Snakes on a plane,
right? Everything always originated from Florida. Florida can't catch a break by. Following the snake's discovery, the Port Authority stated that police and operations employees met the plane at its gate and removed the garden snake from the aircraft. The authority added that no one was injured, according to the North Carolina Wildlife Resources Commission. Garden snakes are non-venomous and they are often found in where they help control pests. Let me tell you something, right?
So imagine I got to spend all this money to go on a plane and the snake just take a free ride from one coast to the next.
Yeah, listen. Why not? Had places to be, people to see, pests to eat. I like how that does downplay the viciousness of the snake, right? As if we, as the human who isn't accustomed to see snakes, is supposed to wait.
I'm not a zoologist.
No, we ain't about to wait to find out what kind of snake this be. All snake is snake to people like us, you know.
No, snake is snake.
Listen.
When I described this snake to my roommates, they were like, "Oh, that's a garden snake." I was like, "I don't care. Don't care."
Why ain't in the garden then?
Why ain't supposed to be on my bed? Oh, meow.
Cat stays the way people that are, you know. Cat literally, they just grab things and bring them in the house and fling them after you.
Like they're giving you a gift.
That's what I feel like they're doing in there. Poor, you're petrified of anything that in them out. And they're just bringing things in your house and letting them go. The amount of videos I've watched like this. You know what was also a crazy video that I watched recently? A man fighting a brown bear. No, he wasn't willfully trying to fight the bear. It wasn't like...
He just ended up in a situation where he had to fight for his life.
Had to box heck out that bear. Kick the bear all in the chest. The man was literally... You know what people like? Nature.
Yeah, they like being nature. Yeah.
And climbing rocks and all them kind of stuff. So, you know, a man was out there just doing anything. And I guess he crossed paths with a brown bear. And it's cub. So, you know, he shut him for the bear now. Come, my child here. So the bear literally flew after the man. The man boxed it off. The bear come back again, you know. Climb back up the rock. The man screaming for his life as he should.
Yes, he should.
Yeah, man. Appropriate response if a bear trying to eat you. And thankfully, the man was not high enough for that, so that the bear would have to jump to get him. And he was able to cuffed the bear in the chest. And that was enough. The bear was like, you know what? I'll let you live.
Yeah.
I'll let you live. You embarrass me from my child bag, I'll let you live. And scampered away. Me? I was going to be easy pickings for that beer car. I was going to die on sight.
How people end up in this situation?
But listen, fear would have killed me as him. Fright would have end me. So I would just be beer food.
Cause of death? Beer fright.
Yeah, man.
Beer fright.
I tell you, the thing launched after the man. The thing launched at the man as him. Hey, like the man see it coming from a distance.
You're not going to look for this, you know. You're not going to look for this, you know. Because everybody seems to see this video except me. I don't see nothing. I don't see nothing.
Me? Look. Just listen to the screams of this man.
Is this one?
Yes. But he said 1 minute and 18 seconds. So
No.
Oh, okay.
It's probably a report.
Yeah. Just watch the man going about it there.
What is this?
Bye.
Fight or flight, boy. That's fight right
In
there.
your chest. Go about your business, man.
That's fight right there, boy.
Bye.
Oh, boy. Yeah. That's
appropriate response. And climb the walk.
Boy, you know the joke about this?
What?
You know all I thinking about now?
What?
So this happened to you, right? Jay, this man ain't here, no place, you know? So you know what I mean? He got to walk back through the wilderness to get back to wherever he was, to wherever he got in here. So you know what this man thinking on the walk back? This man probably looking back.
Suppose the bear spin the block. Suppose the bear spin the block. Revenge.
Bear walk out. No more and catch you, man.
You gotta go home. I live here, yeah? You got to go home.
Fall asleep on Roos, not have to catch you. Fall asleep on Roos, not have to catch.
I tell you, I'm going in the wilderness as him. I am not going in nobody wilderness because me ain't about to find out out there.
That is scary. He screams.
Appropriate.
Wow. I just hope I never end up in them.
Why me too? I tell you, before it gonna kill me.
I've been in some very crazy situations, eh?
You lived in Florida, so naturally that's honestly.
I've been in some very crazy situations.
Expected.
But normally you're dealing with other human beings. But this, when you're dealing with wild animals that you know have the potential to just eat you, it's different.
Different level of fear right there. I tell you, I watch a video of a man cycling through the wilderness again, cause of course.
Yeah.
And he's like he's cycling going and he just have to look back. Out the peripheral vision, he sees like movement. And I look back, a brown bear running. I tell you, Pana start to put in work as him. Them legs was moving. But here one, Chupana in the wilderness, a log.
A log in the road. Of course, there's always a log.
But Pana hop out of bike so fast, right? And just hide behind a tree. Me, I don't play with nature. Them think, listen, anything out there gonna come for me because me ain't going to do it.
Nature is undefeated. I tell you one time I drove in and happened to look to my left and realize there's a tornado in the cornfield. There's a tornado literally a few miles that away. I'm like, what am I supposed to do now? What am I supposed to do?
Well, just look up a report like what we had yesterday about if a nuclear bomb hit.
Oh, get inside, stay inside, and wait for updates.
That's all. Easy maths. Listen, that video could be applied to so many things here. A nuclear bomb should not be one though.
Bye. The man was overdoing it with that.
Anyway, congratulations.
You've got this.
Oh, bye for me.
You've got this.
I definitely don't got this.
You was about to say something.
Oh, I was about to congratulate the new leader of the opposition. Mr. Matt Drip Brantley, come on down.
Come on down.
You've won 2022.
Leader of the opposition in the federal government.
Yeah, man.
At the press conference, they had actually announced when the first sitting when Parliament gonna be
when
open.
I need to tune in. Yeah. I just need to see how uncomfortable that bench gonna look. That's all I want to watch Parliament for this episode, you know. Like I'm gonna be listening to the information, but I just need to see how uncomfortable the opposition bench
They're gonna be jiggy by.
Because
This is the same three man who had all kind of things about one another.
which is why I want to see. They have to sit over there, no? Imagine you run from a man to go to work with him now.
And then you over there by yourself. Well, not
Hey, by yourself.
Jade.
There's 2 other people sitting with him.
No, but I mean in terms of the party.
Oh well, he gonna work out that. But Matt, so
How
Matt,
the man don't feel bad? How the man really don't feel? On a serious note.
can't be good.
I hope.
So the other 2 elected members in Nevis sitting on the opposition bench as well with Mac, I assume.
Yeah, with Mark. Yeah.
At least Mac a company.
That's why he's probably. That's why they would say
Yep.
he's the leader.
He has majority.
What's going to be interesting is the Speaker of the House, who's going to be the Deputy Speaker. That's also going to be very interesting. The dynamics in the House going to be.
Oh, I can't wait.
The dynamics in the House going to be interesting.
This is gonna be better than the Real Housewives. I cannot wait.
Especially considering it seems as though there's been a real effort by the Prime Minister to foster a relationship with the Premier.
That's fine.
I wonder what the NLP people feel about that. We have to, Jade, but Jade, on a serious note though, on a serious
We
note.
can ask them.
No, but on a serious note, like, we need to, like, this thing about St. Kitts versus Nevis and this, but the man act like we're in just one country.
Exactly.
Like
he has to have a relationship.
We
with
are
them.
literally closer to Nevis now than certain places at St. Kitts.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
come on. Like,
It would only make sense for them to have a relationship because he is still the premier.
yeah.
Opposition bench or not, he's still the leader of Nevis. So he has to have a relationship with the leader of St. Kitts. It makes sense. I don't know. Maybe it's me. I feel like that's how it's supposed to work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But then that brings up the question of, do you believe that a person serving in the Nevis Island administration should also be in the federal parliament? But that's for another day, because time gone.
It's 10 o'clock.
Yeah, I don't know, but it'll really sound. But remember, we had asked Drip about it.
Where is it? Remember.
He said, "But I can handle it."
The man been handling it.
2 jobs.
Two
boom,
jobs.
bang.
Telling you, the man been handling it.
But imagine, okay, but think about it this way: you're the Premier of Nevis, right?
Mm-hmm.
The Premier of Nevis Island administration. But then you come to the federal side, but you're in opposition. So that's a kind of dynamic there. That's a different dynamic.
Parliament is going to
It's
be
one thing.
entertaining.
It's one thing if you're in the government in Nevis,
Mm-hmm.
and in, let's say, in cabinet in St. Kitts, right? That's one thing. You could say you maybe have a greater level of access and representation.
Mm-hmm.
But these things, they make me feel like it can't be that they're doing that much work then. It can't be like because you think like if you're the premier of the country, like that's a lot of work, eh?
Yeah, you ain't got
If you're
enough
the prime minister, I feel like the prime minister of the country got a lot on their plate.
Yeah.
But you would also believe that being like in cabinet in a whole different thing, or being leader of the opposition, that sound like a lot of work too.
Well, all you have to do as the opposition leader is delegate to his new bench.
To make party them.
Yeah. Listen.
You feel like a lot of work, Jade.
All feelings aside.
I would like to see get to a point where people could concentrate on what they're supposed to do.
Well.
But then how the Constitution written, so hey.
What can we do?
Hey.
But yeah, I would just for me, if I was the leader of the opposition,
What do you do?
just delegate.
Delegate?
Just delegate. That's what you're supposed to do.
You gotta do some work still, man.
Yeah. Beef or not. Delegate, because the country's still there to run. The opposition has a job to do. They have a mandate. Delegate to your former colleague. I mean, they ain't even former colleagues. They're still colleagues, whether or not they wanted to be or not, which we know they didn't want to be. But hey, y'all asked for an election, so.
But bear in mind that even for Mark now, you got Mark. Watch you. The premier got a lot on his plate. Because I hear thinking about it now. Okay, leader of opposition, you're obviously the premier, and then the leader of the CCM going into an election right after an election. Because remember, it's only what, 6 months?
Busy man.
It's only about 6 months before election got happening in Nevis. Yeah?
Busy man. Listen, just now we're going to have all the candidates on coming to tell us why Nevis should vote for them. This ain't really got nothing to do with us. So, but we're going to talk to you also.
That's a lot going on.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah, but of course, nobody's saying that he can't do the job, but yeah, like somebody's saying that it's a lot. And I mean, I personally, if I was Nivision, I would like the Premier to focus on being Premier.
Yeah. Well,
and they say nothing to the Mark Brantley. You know, he's obviously not doing anything wrong.
No, we mean him. We just mean
but the way the thing's set up, where you could have the same people, and that's the question. The question for me is it really that these jobs here really that hard and a lot to do?
You want me the Premier for you now?
No, because I assume that it's a lot of work, specialized work at that, right? So that's not my wheelhouse. Yeah, that's not my wheelhouse. So I stay out of that. But it just does seem like a lot. But then you have to question it when it's like, okay, well, it can't be that much then because you're doing this, you're doing that, you're doing this, you're doing that. You got all these things going on. Maybe Superman, but no, it's not because you're Superman. Because it is obvious that how the way the Constitution is set up, that this is possible for not only you, but for all kind of people.
So you're saying Mark is the real Captain Planet, and I gave the name to the wrong person?
Yeah.
God, oh my God, take it back. Sorry.
He might be.
Yeah, oh my God, to take it back.
He might be.
You're doing a lot there, but Mark, like you're doing a little more.
He got a lot on his plate.
Yeah.
Well, but he said when he was here, ain't nothing I can handle.
The man true to this. He new to this.
But guys, we're going to have to leave. We're going to have to go. We're going to have to disembark. It's been a pleasure hanging out with you guys today.
Definitely.
If you joined us on Facebook, YouTube, winmediascan.com, or any of the other digital media platforms, we appreciate you big time. All the people listening on your radio, 98.9 FM, big up.
Indeed.
Please, guys, learn from the losses of others. Of course, spend more time living your content than posting it.
Say it again, please.
Spend more time living your content than posting it all over the social medias.
Stop. Let them little camera lights trick y'all into admitting crime. When the little red light come on, it is not a confession. You are not at the police station. You don't have to admit on the camera to criminal activities or anything close of that may sound like.
You should probably talk less, actually. Should probably talk less.
Shutting up is easy.
Not for some people, but they can work on it. Practice makes
all you have
perfect.
to do is put your lips together.
See how easy that was? But guys, also put on the gun them now. Yeah, let's put on the guns then.
That's an important one.
Yeah, let's put on the guns. Yeah. We had a lot of gun stories today.
All of them come out of Florida, but
no, some of them was in the Caribbean.
Yeah. Trinidad.
It's 350 guns yesterday flying around the Caribbean. 350 of them, yeah. Wow. But yeah, guys, put down the guns. And of course, please remember, you can't be everybody's cup of tea because you is not a mug. See you guys tomorrow.